Jada Pinkett's worst nightmare just came true. Now, I don't know what's going on with Jada Pinkett Smith. I assume that is bad because everything that she does is bad in my eyes. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill the messenger, bro. If they get a divorce,
whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into the vid, man.
When it comes to Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, it's always some drama. And usually it's about Will Smith being mistreated by Jada Pinkett.
I'm saying, bruh, her and that bald head, bruh. I ain't trying to, like, bruh, I'll be damn, I get tried by a shorty with, no, like, a bald head, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. Continue.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, I want you guys to stop making fun of Will Smith, well, because that's my job. That's why God put me on this beautiful earth to expose all the simps and the beta male barnacles that are out there, the BMBs.
But at least this time, it's not about Will Smith punching somebody or Jada Pinkett Smith sleeping with August Alsina. It's about a different problem. And this issue has to do with a former friend of theirs by the name of Bilal Salam. Now, Bilal Salam has been Will Smith's best friend, allegedly, for over 40 years. And everything was copacetic until...
Listen, already, I'ma just put it like this. If that's if this nigga best friend for 40 years and then he giving a fucking tell all story fucking docu-series, then, you know what I'm saying, that was not his best friend for 40 years. 40 years is a long ass time, you know what I'm saying? Take that shit to the grave, brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fell out. Y'all got problems. Take that shit to the grave. What the fuck you got going on, bro? You tweaking, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Jada Pinkett Smith was not holding back threats against purported longtime friend of her husband, Will Smith. For context, Jada was sued in November of 2025 for $3 million by Bilal Salam, who claimed to be Will's best friend of 40 years. In the lawsuit, Bilal says Jada and about 7 others approached him during a private birthday gathering for Will's 53rd birthday. He claims Jada became verbally aggressive and told him if he kept spilling her personal business, he would end up catching a bullet. He then goes on to claim that Jada demanded he sign an NDA or else. It then says that one of Jada's associates followed him to his car while they continued shouting verbal threats at him. Then in March of 2022, Salam says he refused to participate in crisis management for Will Smith after he smacked Chris Rock because he didn't want to participate in tasks he believed were illegal, unethical, and morally compromising. Finally, he said that Jada and Will's team launched a retaliatory campaign against him, which became worse when they found out he was writing a whistleblower memoir about his time with them.
But this was the worst part.
Come up missing. And the reason why she said he was going to come up missing is because he has been on Tasha K running his mouth saying that Jada and Will have been involved in sex acts with other celebrities and that Will Smith has been involved in same-sex love affairs.
So we know about the lawsuit in the
So they said, bro, not only were they messing around with other people, but Will Smith was messing around with niggas.
Right? But I'll really get to what the young lady was saying. The Tasha K interview is really what got a lot of people in Black America talking about it, because this guy went directly to Tasha K with some information that we could not confirm. Now, just like Diddy, a lot of people have always accused somebody like Will Smith, for basically being on a male-on-male clapping. But it was this particular situation that got the world talking.
We need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of like I'm trying to find is like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having with Will.
Now,
wait, having a what?
Or to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having with Will.
Now,
all right, bro. Look, I'm not gonna lie. There's some real like unemployed stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we need to mind our motherfucking business. However, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? This shit got nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, However, I'm a messy nigga. I like to be in the mix. I don't care, bruh. So, can we believe this nigga? Who is this nigga, bro? Can we believe this nigga? And honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that stuff like that is happening, because I'm not gonna lie. I think, Will Smith, these niggas, I feel like they on the Epstein files too. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I feel like they on the Epstein files doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Jada, she was sleeping with what's August Alsina, and now he's gay. August Alsina is gay now, like 100% gay, not bisexual. Nigga is gay. Nigga got a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, she turned this nigga out, bruh. I'm convinced, bruh. Yo, Jada on some different type timing, bro. You gotta get far away from Jada, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if Jada said, Will, it's time. Bend over, nigga. Oh my God. Let's continue.
This is even worse, because while he's suing Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, he returns back to Tasha K. Like, this is a real thing. He returns back to Tasha K. And
look at her face. She like, oh my God, like, for real? Like she looking at this nigga like this shit real. You know what I'm saying? I got no choice but to believe this shit. Just based off of her face. Look at her look of concern. Like, oh my God, you been through that? No. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
the return is even worse.
Somebody stole 2 hard drives from Jada's house. So now we get into why she's even more mad. Jada would watch at the houses. She had her laptop. She would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV. And she could play whatever video she watching. So I'm seeing videos of her and Will and a bunch of other, some celebrities, everything. Because remember, the last interview I told you, if you don't sue me, I'm gonna let people know who you've been hitting with them. And I said, if you don't sue, I'm gonna sue. So I told you, being Muslim, whatever I say I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do, period. And I gotta have evidence. So she's sitting down here watching, playing with herself, high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes.
Okay, so.
Bro, what? This shit sounds so unbelievable, but he's doing this shit with a straight face. Nigga look sober, straight face, bro. I feel like I want to believe him, but this is insane. And why you need a hard drive? Nigga, just go to the hub. It's not that difficult. They got a hard drive of a whole bunch of crazy shit. This is madness. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that, like, I can't. I want to believe this is real, but I almost can't believe it. Just off the hard drive, bruh. Like, the hard drive shit, like, I don't see people pulling out hard drives to watch, type shit. You know what I mean?
So Bilal Salam, that is his name. This brother is saying that he is a Muslim man, okay? So he's putting himself in a situation where they're gonna sue him or he's gonna sue them. Okay, he's already saying that, and he has to deliver on those promises. So remember, he's supposed to be doing all of these different things, like a memoir, whistleblowing documentary. He's supposed to do all of this. So I want to know one thing. What's the real reason? Like, what's the reason that he wants to bring this all out now, right? Like,
facts.
You want to bring all this information out now of Will Smith, getting clapped up. You want to bring out all the information of this and that. All right, cool. Like, okay, so Will Smith was doing whatever he was doing. Fine. But while he was doing it, it was okay. Because you didn't go and tell nobody then, allegedly. You said you saw what you saw with him and Dwayne Martin, and it was all good. But now you're...
Dwayne Martin? I thought it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I thought it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Going dummy on, bro. Going stupid on, bro. All right, Dwayne Martin, I don't know who that is, bro. But if it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, got this nigga in a chokehold. See. Okay.
You're angry because you want this money, and you saw her watching all these videos, and I mean, we could believe
how you see her watch all the videos. You see, niggas be certain things don't be making no sense. How you see her watching all the videos, you know what I'm saying? You sat in a corner and watched her watch all the videos, you know what I'm saying? And then that shows that you got problems your damn self. Anywho.
believe that they're into that kind of stuff, but you want to come out and talk about it now. And I'm going to tell you about how fake people truly are when it comes to money. And this is one of the reasons why. And I'm going to tell you what Kobe Bryant did that was really good. Kobe Bryant had a situation where one of his friends from Philadelphia was basically hating on him because Kobe Bryant didn't put him on.
Man, I don't want no handouts. I don't want no money. I don't want shit. This is what I need you to do. I'm out here struggling. I got 2 kids. I got a family, man. All I want to do is go back with you. You get me out there, LA somewhere, man. Put me with somebody where I can make my own money. You just like get me in and I'm working for somebody or I'm doing something or business, anything to benefit myself. So, and I don't want nothing free. I don't want to work. I don't want to do nothing but work for it. He Kobe Bryant. He could put me with anybody. But or he could do it himself. Put me as a security on a security team, anything. We were super tight. There's no way he shouldn't do this for me. So I said that to him. He said, "Oh yeah, that'll be no problem, no problem." I'm like, "Yo, I need a number. I don't got no number on you. How me get back to you?" He gives me a phone number. I'm happy as hell. I'm happy now. I'm like, bet. I'm betting my man wouldn't much my man. I'm back with my guy. I'm about to get out of here. I'm amped up. He leave. I go back to the house. The next day I call. It's an assistant dude's phone number. It's not even him.
Now, I recently covered this on my Celebrity Junk channel. And this is actually, I found out that this was actually kind of old. But, you know, Philly is interesting because Will Smith's from Philly. Kobe Bryant's from Philly. So he's saying, listen, all I need is an opportunity. All I need is a chance. But he didn't want to put me on. Let me tell you about putting people on who are broke, who are dusty. You put these people on who can't put themselves on. Eventually, what you're going to find out is that these people are parasites. They don't know how to work. They don't bring nothing to the table. They don't bring anything well. You're talented. Okay, it's you that got all the talent. But they don't have nothing. And eventually, when you keep growing and you keep on developing and they are not developing, you got to let them go because they're making mistakes. And they mistakes might not be trying to hurt you, but their mistakes is doing things their way and they feel like because they know you, they protect it. So eventually, you got to get rid of them. When you have to get rid of them, they're not going to like that. They're not going to like that at all. They're going to find problems with it. And so whatever they know about you, they're going to come out and start talking about it because how dare you get rid of them? And here's the best thing to do with all of that. I'd rather have somebody come out and say, man, he don't help his family. He don't help nobody. Than for me to pay you, bring you into my life, than for you to come out and tell the truth or a lie because now you mad that I cut your ass off because you were there wasting my time. You were there wasting my energy and I should have left your ass where I found you. And that's how it is for most of y'all. You should leave them where you found them at. Okay, they don't need to be there. A lot of times when you take people from the,
I don't know how like much I could stand behind this, honestly. I feel like, you know, a high school friend, you know, he's Kobe Bryant, he's in the NBA now. That's a crazy, you know, lineup right there. You know what I'm saying? However, if that's your homie and that's your real homie and like you know, you fuck with bro and shit like that, like you should hold it down for your homie, period. If that's your real homie. You know what I'm saying? And you're a nigga from high school that you play ball with, you know, was cool with, that's not your real, like, y'all not really like this, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? But if that's like your brother type shit, there's a difference between your homie and your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfucker may not be your blood, but that's your brother. You know what I mean? So you need to hold it down for your homies. However, you know, if you already know a nigga on some bullshit, then there ain't really no reason for you to like do shit like that. If you know, you'll give a nigga a chance and the nigga gonna fail every time. You know what I'm saying? You knew that nigga for 20 years. Like this nigga, I knew this nigga for 20 years and this nigga been fucking up this whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But I do believe that you need to put your homies on. You know what I'm saying? Put your homies in a position to succeed. And you know, your homies should be niggas that want better for themselves. So you give a nigga a chance, a nigga should, you know, respect the chance that you gave them. But if they don't, that's a whole nother scenario. But I digress. I do believe that, you know, you need to hold it down for your homies, man. Anyway.
the hood. You know, when I went to medical school, I realized that very, very clear that none of my friends and family could help me, and they wasn't trying to help me. And when I was going through things, these were things that they could not understand because they never went that far in their education. They wasn't supposed to be there. Anybody, if I would have brought on that journey with me, it would have been destructive because it wasn't their journey, it was my journey. They don't need to be here with me in Uganda when I'm doing my thing because this is my journey. It's not their journey, it's mine. They don't need to be with me when I'm trying to do what I'm doing in my life simply because it's my journey. I have to go out here and prove things every day. Just like you got to get out there and prove things every day. It's your talent, it's your work ethic, it's all of that, okay? They supposed to be at home on the block, and that's what that guy is doing. If he was really that talented, he wouldn't be on there crying with Tasha K. He would have something else to do. And he might have the right evidence, but if he was still being paid off or doing nothing, he wouldn't be doing that. He's not real, okay? You knew about it, so at the time you knew about it, why didn't you come out there and say that?
Yeah, that makes a nigga not want to believe you. Like, this whole time, this nigga was doing some crazy shit, wild shit, bad shit, and then now all of a sudden now, you know, you need to come out and tell the truth. Nigga, you didn't tell the truth for the last 20 years, lying ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Now you want to come out and have a tell all because you need some money on? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that you need to take to the grave. Like I said, bro, like, if that's your real nigga, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all the shit that happened, you take that shit to the grave. You don't do a tell all about a nigga, bro, period. It don't matter what the nigga did to you. You know, unless the nigga, like, really slimed you out, like, really did some conniving shit. You know what I'm saying? Some nefarious shit. You feel me? Y'all start a business together, and he be like, oh, nigga, you out the business. Bam, got him. If that's the case, okay, cool. You know what I mean? But if it's not no crazy shit like that, like, come on, brother. Pull it together.
Now your boy, who done worked his ass off and became whoever he was, you want a part of that money and you can't get it, so now you want to drag it out and do dirty stuff and say that she been threatening you and she been following you and all this other stuff because you broke and you don't have no money and you 50-year-old something man, 55-year-old man, and you don't have nothing that can pay you now because you never worked on yourself. And that's what happens when friends and family come into your business. You try to put them on. Stop trying to put people on, okay? That's why you gotta do the Kobe Bryant method. Change your number, okay? You gotta change your number. You gotta cut folks off. People gonna call you, you fake, you not real. Let it be all that. Let it be that. Yeah, you're right, I'm not real. Because keeping it real will keep you broke and they're not gonna be loyal to you no way. And they're gonna use every opportunity to take your money. They're gonna use every opportunity to take your cash from you, take every opportunity to destroy what you have built, okay? Every opportunity, every time to destroy what you have built. It's your money, it's your talent, and it's gonna always end up like this. Oh, you know, he gay, he did this, he did that. Okay, but was he gay 20 years ago? Nah, he ain't gay, he the realest dude I ever met. Okay, but now he gay because you can't get no more money out of him. That's what happens when you help bums. That's what happens when you help losers. This is what they give you. And they'll go out here, even if it's not true, they'll go out there and just say it and make it up anyway. You got to get new friends, new partnerships, new winners. Losers must go. And you can meet losers on the way. But it's unlikely. That's why you see the superstar dudes. Well, why are they dating the same kind of females? They just pass the same chicks around because those women at least can act a certain way behind the scenes. That's why you always see them same women with them same men. That's why. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Jackson back at it.
Hey, shout out to my nigga O'Shea. However, I don't believe all of this. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, you know, for the most part, your niggas, if you're not surrounding yourself with bums, you know if you surrounding yourself with bums. You know what I'm saying? You'll know if your friend is a bum. You know what I'm saying? But if your friend ain't a bum, you know, nigga is a hard-working nigga that needs a chance, give the nigga the chance. You know what I'm saying? However, it's if it's possible. If you're Kobe Bryant, you can definitely hit up. But it's not necessary. You don't have to. At the end of the day, no one has to give a handout to anybody. We all on this earth for ourselves. And at the end of the day, nobody has to give you a handout. You know, so any handout that is given to you, you need to respect it. You need to appreciate it because ain't shit promised to nobody. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga make $1 million today, he don't gotta give you a fucking dime, penny, nickel. Nigga don't gotta give you shit. And you need to understand that as a man, no one is coming to save you. And for the most part, no one ever does save you. Everything that you do, brother, you have to do that shit on your fucking own, on your own 2 feet. And if you can't understand that, you know, you're in some deep shit. But if you do get a handout, you get lucky. You know, they're few and far between, but you need to appreciate them. You need to understand them, and you need to be able to move accordingly. And if you can't, nigga, you gonna keep sinking. You know what I'm saying? Period. But, yeah, I do believe that you should look out for your homies, and I do believe that, you know, anybody, like, you could still help people. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.